Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another one. This is for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Look, y'all know for Miami specifically, I don't take no notes. So this is season whatever, episode something, child. I don't know. Whatever, episode 432. Do it matter? Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we do, listen, I'm almost at 900 subscribers. Y'all know I'm trying to get to 1,000. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video. It don't cost you nothing. Go ahead on and don't just watch the video. Just do something solid for your girl and just hit it, okay? I definitely would appreciate it if you enjoy the content. Now Miami was cute. It ain't Atlanta. I'm gonna be back with Atlanta when I'm awake. I'm tired. We just gonna get Miami out the way, but we will be back to talk about Atlanta. Now on to Miami. So I ain't take no notes, so it's just gonna be random, no particular order. We just winging it. We gonna roll. We loose with it. We just gonna talk about it, okay? Kitchen table talk, honey. Okay. So Trina, we can start off with Trina and her nasty, bad attitude. Oof. The longer she's on this show, the worse her attitude gets. Like, honey, if your mood is that bad, stay, really, really stay to yourself. Don't make us have to suffer and watch the madness. So she was on um, a podcast down there in Miami, and she talked about her niece passing on and how it affected her, and she just ain't had no time for nobody. She couldn't think about that engagement, her relationships, nothing. She wanted to be by herself. I am so sorry to hear about her loss. Rest in peace to Trina's niece. But I think she just wanted to get out that relationship. Like, honey, just say I want to end it. You don't gotta have no reason. Just end it. He looked like her little nephew anyway. I hate to be rude. I didn't want to take it there, but he looked like her little nephew walking around. Like, honey, he was supposed to be like a good, fun time, and y'all got carried away. That's what it's giving. But he went over there and he met with her brother and Trick. And her brother was like, I really like him. I don't want Trina to be alone. I am sure she will bounce back, okay? And there's no point in having this young man suffering with somebody who don't even want to talk to him, don't like him. I mean, he was working for her. She already thinks she above him as it is. It's just not going to work. And they don't even look right together because, one, she looks uninterested. It's not like, oh, well, opposites attract. No. When he met her at the club, they went down to some club. He came there to try to win her back with some flowers. And she was like, okay, thank you. These are cute. And then when he said, can we talk? She was like, ugh, yeah, let's get it over with. And he was like, oh, well, I love you. Like, do you love me? And she was like, listen, that ship has sailed. I'm over it. Like, the thrill is gone. Bye. And he just started walking down the highway. I don't know where he parked or why he had to walk down that long road, but I digress. I don't know if he just ain't really have transportation since him and Trina broke up or what's going on. But either way, seeing them together, she didn't look like she was into it. It just was enough for me. Oh, Lord. Now my phone going off in the middle of the review. My bad, y'all. I usually don't do that. Anywho, speaking of Trina and her posse, we saw Bobby. Hey, Bobby. And then we saw Cousin Joyce. And Cousin Joyce is supposed to be talking to Flo's husband, Marlon. Child. I guess we can just go ahead on and get that out the way real quick, real fast. So Flo just so happened to be promoting, whatever she got going on. She got a song with Trina. I guess if you a rapper and you in Miami and you're a woman, you have to go through Trina or else. That seems to be the case. Like, you can't, if you don't have a song with Trina, you ain't nobody apparently. But Joyce is down there because she says she a club promoter now. She's still married to Trick, and she will be married to Trick until the end because they never getting divorced ever. I don't know why. At this point, they might as well just go ahead and get back together. I mean, you ain't having no luck with nobody else. Might as well just, but I digress. So, supposedly, and this is giving very much storyline, this whole episode was storyline. First of all, I forgot these people were even a part of the cast. Flo and Joy, why, did we need them? It's too many people for me to be trying to remember, especially when I ain't taking no notes. But anyway, so Marlon comes in there with these flowers. You know them flowers they be selling at the club for like $5, $10 or near the side of the road at the club, so you can get your little nice little cheap thing of flowers for a lady you interested in at the club. So he walked in with these cheap flowers, and here go Flo talking about what is Marlon doing over there with that cheap bouquet. I told him not to give me them $10 Walmart flowers. Why are you here with them cheap dusty flowers? So he makes a beeline straight to Joyce, like, I got these for you. So she was just like, her acting, she forgot her line, or I don't know. She looked surprised. She didn't know how to respond. And then Flo walks over there. She like, oh, you gonna embarrass me? And took a little small like shot glass and slowly dumped it on him. And then he was like, oh, ah. And then she somehow got the flowers in her hand. Because I'm like, if you snatch something out of my hand, whether it's your husband or not, don't be snatching nothing in my hand, sis. Okay. She got the flowers somehow and started, throwing them at Marlon. And they should have rehearsed it or shot it a second time because it definitely gave stage. So Flo got mad and stormed off because he like, why do you care about what I'm doing? And yeah, I mean, I guess it's the principle of the matter because we going to get into Flo in a minute. But I guess it was just the principle, or she's like, don't be embarrassing me. Like, they still legally married and you, girl, he can't embarrass you more than he already has. He's already slept with your sister and had an outside baby on you. How much more embarrassing can a flowers? I mean, out of all the other things, I think the flowers are the least embarrassing, especially while y'all are separated, supposedly, allegedly. So, who do we got next? Ray J. He's still trying to get Princess to come back. She's still supposed to be gambling. She's this fake poker queen, or whatever. So he meets up with the fellas. It was him, Safari, Richard, because I ain't calling him by his street name. We giving him Mr. I like to play with fire and pow 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 people. We gonna call him by his government name. So him and Trick was there. So they on the yacht because supposedly Princess stood him up. But, I mean, again, here we go with the storylines. Because ain't no way you just going to win me back on TV and I'm just going to uproot my kids and move in the middle of a school year. I don't think so. But I digress. So he on the yacht and he's telling the guys like, I want to get her back. I don't know what to do. They so up and down. They back together again. I hope they don't ever break up again because we tired. Felt like I was in a relationship. Please don't break up again. Just work it out. Goodness gracious. But here goes Safari talking about, well, I am a relationship guru, a relationship connoisseur, if you will. I know a thing or two. You know how to not keep them is what he know how to do. But okay. Everybody was like, you? What? And he was like, well, first of all, I was in a relationship for 12 years. And we know he was with Miss Minaj being a kept man for over a decade. I don't even know how he fumbled that bag. Ooh, that was the biggest loss of his life. Then he said he was with somebody else for 2 years. Must have been one of these 11 hip hop chicks. I don't know who. And then he got married for like 2 seconds. So yeah, there's that. So now he feels like he's a relationship guru or connoisseur. I feel like Ray J probably done been with Princess that whole entire time. They've been off and on so long. And he was like, you gotta make her want to stay. You gotta like show her the time of her life so that you can change her mind and make her want to stay in Miami. Ray J keeps saying, oh, Vegas isn't a good place for us, and it's just not good for us and our family. How is Miami? I've never heard of people going to Miami to want to raise their kids and build a life and start a family. I mean, I'm sure you can, but he couldn't pick like another town or area. If he would have joined the Atlanta cast, I could have seen that. But Miami, but he claims that's where they fell in love again, supposedly, I guess. So he got a little trick up his sleeve. He ends up getting Princess down there. He got some poker cards and some flowers. Not no side of the road, not no Walmart or the grocery store. No, he went to a real florist and got these. Okay, so he spent some money. But them flowers and them cards, she like, look, Princess said, look, I don't know. I remember the last time I seen Ray J put in this amount of effort. And that's just all I wanted the whole time was just for him to put in some effort. Like, you didn't care about me. You don't like me. You pushed me in the pool. I mean, I don't. I've been wanting you to show me that you actually have some interest in me forever. But she like, as long as he's willing to work on it, so am I. If he rocking, I'm rolling. We in it. We for lifers. Good for y'all. Right off into the sunset. Leave us out of it, okay? We don't want to be in it no more. We tired. So, what else is going on? Richard and his wife talk. Their baby is so cute. Oh my goodness, so precious. When they showed the picture of the baby with the tubes and it was just too much for me. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't even see it because it just broke my heart seeing that little baby laid up there like that. But it is a testimony for someone because that's how it started. I mean, that's how it's going to end. She is thriving, looks happy now. But we know the baby was born with a rare heart defect. So, she got to keep getting surgeries, things of that nature. But Von Shay, his wife, is upset at all the backlash they're getting over that GoFundMe because he decided to go ahead and gift another man who's rich and can buy 1 million of them a chain. So everybody's like, well, what's this about? So now they digging deep into the pictures. Oh, y'all going out to Roof Chris? Y'all going out to Steak 48, eating expensive dinners, whining and dining, like buying jewelry, luxury cars. She don't even work. How so? Are y'all using that GoFundMe? They think they scammers. And I mean, I can't. The accusations could. It sounds legit. We don't know. I mean, I hope they use it for the baby, but stop buying all that nonsense and take care of your baby. And Richard gonna say, "Well, I'm a public figure, so that's we ain't even been thinking about you until like right now, recently. We done forgot all about anyway." Anywho, well, she's like, "Well, I'm not a public figure, and all this is just getting in the way of me and my real job." Since you want to be a public figure, that's why you're on the show, and that's why who you're with. And I took a little peek at her Instagram after what happened recently, and I don't like it. But she done took all her long explanations down, and she still got the pictures of him up. I said it ain't over. Poor thing, she ain't ready to walk. She ain't ready to go yet. She still got some lessons to learn. She got to go through it. Poor thing. She's so young. Ugh. He'll be fine. I hope she'll get out of it. But she ain't ready to leave that man or that lifestyle yet. From the looks of it, allegedly, in my opinion. That's what I think. But, I mean, it's really getting to her. And she was like, well, the GoFundMe was for our family. Then why wasn't it private? Why was it public? And why didn't only just your family members and your family members alone know about it? Something ain't making no sense. Like, something just ain't, what they say, something in the milk ain't clean. It's something ain't making no sense. But okay, enough of them too. So then we get to Flo. She was, heavily in this episode because it took a few episodes to get her on the show in the first place. Where's the other cast members? Who are we missing? Where's Suki? Where's the other ones? Child, I don't know. But anyway, so we see Flo. She got her restaurant. She got the song with Trina. Her other business ventures. Okay, body is snatched. BBL is BBLing. Like, honey, she ain't worried about this divorce. She gonna bounce back. Okay. She get home after a long day of working, and her sister, who slept with her husband multiple times and had a affair, is in the kitchen cooking. I don't get sister, and she would never be allowed in my home ever. I don't even want to see it. You can't come around my kids. You can't be around me. Like, how did y'all just make up so quickly? Let the man go, but sis can go because she's grimy. So Mamu's sitting there. She's like, I don't like that you're divorcing Marlon. Like, I love him. And where I come from, we don't leave our man. I don't care if he goes out and he has a side family. I don't care how many times he cheats. I don't care what you bring back, a baby or worse. It don't matter. As long as that's your husband, you must stay. And Flo was like, that's back in the day. That's not today. We not doing that today. Like, I'm not tolerating any old thing. She stayed a little too long, if you ask me. She like, I ain't staying letting him treat me any kind of way. No, you will not. You cannot. Mama just ain't hearing it. She want things to work. Why? And it's like, oh, well, your daddy cheated. Like, so you want us to go through suffering like you did? I could never look my daughter in the face and say no nonsense like this. I can't eat what? That's an old school way of thinking. A lot of that old school way of thinking been keeping people in situations they shouldn't be in. But Flo said no. So then she starts talking with her sister, talking about she ready to date, and sis was like, "Oh, you don't want me to know who it is? You the last person they need to know. If anybody shouldn't know, you at the top of that list. I hope you never know." But she was like, "No, not yet. Should be not ever, but not yet." So we later see her and it looked like she was out with her homegirl. I mean, they look kind of similar. She was like, that was her friend, but you know, her friend had a family. She was, Flo was married. A friend had a family. She was had a husband or something, and so they parted ways. But then they got back together. They showed a flashback picture from 2019, and then we see them currently, and they look a whole lot different. I'm gonna just say that in that little bit of time. But she was like, yeah, but that's my girlfriend. Like, we're together. This is who I've been dating. And again, with the storyline, that peck on the lip was so quick. When they hugged each other, I think I saw more passionate hugs at church. They just, I don't know. It's not giving, this is a relationship. It's giving force. It's giving, what Candy say on Real Housewives of Atlanta? And scene. That's what it's giving. Okay? It's giving fake it till you make it. It's giving I need something to talk about. So this is where I'm at with it, okay? This is what we gonna go with. We'll see. And I'm like, she was like, oh, well, I don't really, because homegirl, the girlfriend was like, listen, I'm ready to come out. And she's like, I'm not ready to, come out and about yet. Like, it's just too much. And my mama and, the Haitian community, she thinks they're homophobic, okay? Um, yeah. But I'm like, if this is your truth, live in it. But if this ain't your truth, then I don't think it's right to do it for the sake of a storyline. And I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. This is my opinion, but I'm just saying Amada already done told us, supposedly in so many words, that she was faking it over there with Safari, like we already knew. Safari told us a couple years ago this was fake. We knew it was fake for any of these people even got on. Before Miami even, Love and Hip Hop Miami even existed, we knew this was going down fake, the road of fake. Now this is just like, y'all not even trying to be believable. We seen the girl on the beach. We ain't seen the girl since. We'll see what goes on with this storyline. I think that was pretty much it for the most part. If I miss anything, let me know down in the comments and we'll talk about it. Meet me back here for Atlanta. Check out my other content. And please, please, don't forget to subscribe. Like, don't click off and just go. Just hit the subscribe real quick, okay? And I appreciate it. I thank you in advance and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.